ahead and did a no makeup look for the beach. This is the look right now. Most times you don't want to wear any makeup to the beach, but if you have to, sometimes I do. If you don't have a beach around you, this is just great for going out in the summer without blazing heat on you. I know that everybody does tend to get oily, at least I do. But let's go ahead and get started, and I hope you like it. Thank you so much for watching this video.
Okay guys, so we're going to go ahead and start off with the Almay Smart Shade CC Luminous Primer. This does have an SPF of 15 and it is a complexion correcting primer. I have been using it for about a month and a half now and I have noticed a big difference in my complexion. With this primer, you're going to go ahead and make sure to really blend it in because it does leave a white film on your face. But for, I believe it was $6, it's not that bad. You just don't want to look like one of those typical people on the beach with the sunscreen on their nose, the white line. You'll know what I'm talking about. But just go ahead and make sure to blend it in. And then we're going to go ahead and go in with our foundation. And I will link all the brushes that I'm using down below in the description box. We're going to be using the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation. If you do have any problematic areas such as blemishes or spots that you want to go ahead and cover, you don't need that much. That's all about that you need right there. And then you're just going to go ahead and take your brush in and start off from the center of your face. I feel like you get the most coverage. I don't know what I'm doing right here, but okay, so they're going to go ahead and go in. The best coverage that I believe is with a brush. With this foundation, you can use a beauty blender. Just go ahead and make sure to dampen it really well. The product does tend to go into the sponge more than the brush. So you don't want to go ahead and waste, product. So just probably use a brush if best. If you don't have any, a beauty blender would just be okay. You just need to go ahead and make sure to dampen it as much as possible. And then for my nose, I just took the rest that was left over. I didn't really want too much on my nose area just because that's where I tend to get most oily. And then I'm going in with the CoverGirl Outlast Concealer, I believe in the color Fair. And there we go with the blender. And make sure to dampen it, go back and forth. A tip that I actually learned to go back and forth. That way if you do have any creases or fine lines, you can go ahead and get it really good in there. The powder I'm going to be using is the NYX HD Studio finishing powder. I'm just going to be putting that all over my face. You can set it with a powder if you prefer not to. It does dry pretty naturally, so. And then to get that perfect sun-kissed look, I am going in with my Elizabeth Arden bronzer. It did come with a highlighter. You can use it as a blush as well. I didn't just because I want to keep it as natural as possible today. And it's going back and forth on the temples, the cheekbones, and later on I will be going along the jawline as well. You can skip this step if you prefer not to do it. And then for the eyeshadows, I am just going in with one of my nude palettes. I'm going in with a color called Petal Pink. And just go back and forth with it. Then for my eyebrows, just filling them in lightly with the e.l.f. eyebrow gel. What I like to do if we are going for a more natural look, do it a little bit darker towards the back, and then in the front area, just go as light as you can just to make it look natural. And then I'll go ahead and brush the brows up, and you will see how natural the hairs look in the very front. So, it is up to your preference, but that's just the way that I like to do it. And for mascara, I'm just going to go ahead and focus on the outside towards the inner. I didn't focus too much on the bottom lashes, and I did not put eyeliner. You can go ahead and do that. On my usual day-to-day basis makeup, I do put eyeliner. For this kind of makeup, I didn't, but you are more than welcome to do so. And I'll be using the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara. Now this is a travel size mascara, and you can use any mascara that you want to. Then what I did for the bottom was just take whatever excess is on the brush and just go ahead and put it along the lashes. I didn't really focus too much on really making them stand out a lot. And then for the lips, you want to go ahead and make sure to stay hydrated. So I am using Burt's Bees lip balm. And if you did want to add a lipstick, and this is the L'Oreal shade in 10. And it's just a nice coral pinkish color. You don't want to go too crazy. And there you go. Thank you for watching this video. Please let me know what other makeup tutorials you'd like to see, and don't forget to subscribe.